World War II, a conflict that engulfed the globe, witnessed unimaginable brutality and destruction. World War II, one of the deadliest conflicts in human history. From 1939 to 1945, Adolf Hitler's Nazi regime expanded its control across Europe, bringing terror, destruction, and genocide. While millions resisted, a darker chapter of history unfolded, one where people chose to stand with the enemy. These were the collaborators, politicians, soldiers, spies, and informers who aided the Nazi war machine. Their reasons were many: fear, ambition, ideology, and survival. But history remembers them as traitors. Yet, amidst the horrors, a disturbing truth emerged: the collaboration of some individuals and groups with the Nazi regime. In the early years of the war, Nazi Germany launched a blitzkrieg, a lightning war, conquering Poland, France, the Netherlands, Belgium, Norway, and much of Eastern Europe. As governments collapsed and cities fell, a choice emerged: fight back or cooperate. For some, collaboration seemed like the only option. These collaborators, driven by various motives, played a significant role in aiding the Nazi war machine. The Nazis used local collaborators for some of their worst crimes. They formed special police units, helped with mass executions, and betrayed their neighbors. Some did it for survival, but many believed in Nazi ideology. Their actions ranged from providing information to actively participating in the persecution of Jews and other targeted groups. In Western Europe, collaboration took a different form. Thousands of men from countries like Belgium, the Netherlands, and Denmark voluntarily joined the Waffen-SS, Hitler's elite fighting force. These foreign soldiers fought alongside the Germans on the Eastern Front, believing in Hitler's vision of a new Europe. The extent of collaboration varied widely across occupied Europe, with some individuals coerced into cooperation, while others embraced the Nazi ideology. Many of these volunteers saw themselves as warriors against communism. They fought with the Nazis against the Soviet Union, committing war crimes and massacring civilians. After the war, most were arrested or executed as traitors. With the Nazis, they helped round up Jews, sent thousands to concentration camps, and crushed the French resistance. It was a dark period of betrayal. Economic hardship also played a role, with some seeing desire for national revival. The Italian Social Republic was completely dependent on Hitler. Mussolini Trials were held across Europe and many faced execution or life imprisonment. France sentenced Pétain to death. Remains controversial. Some argue that they were victims of circumstance, forced to choose between life and death. Proved long and arduous. Collaboration took on different forms across Nazi-occupied Europe. Quisling betrayed his own people. He ordered the persecution of Jews, helped deport them to Auschwitz, and ruled with an iron fist under Nazi supervision. After the war, he was tried and executed for treason. In France, the Vichy regime actively collaborated with the Nazis, assisting in the deportation of Jews. In the vast territories of the Soviet Union, Nazi forces found unexpected allies. In Ukraine, Latvia, Lithuania, and Estonia, some welcomed the Germans as liberators from Stalin's brutal regime. Thousands joined pro-Nazi militias, helping the Germans hunt down Soviet partisans and execute Jewish populations. In Norway, Vidkun Quisling's fascist party aligned itself with the Nazi ideology, betraying their own people. Poland witnessed horrific brutality, with some individuals collaborating with the Nazis in exchange for meager rewards. The Soviet Union faced a complex situation, with some citizens joining the fight alongside the Nazis against the Stalinist regime. The legacy of World War II collaborators remains controversial. Some argue that they were victims of circumstance, forced to choose between life and death. Others see them as willing traitors who sold out their own people. Whatever the reasons, their actions left a deep scar in history, one that serves as a reminder of the choices individuals make in times of war. Each instance of collaboration reflected the specific historical, political, and social context of the occupied nation. This is the story of collaboration, of those who sided with the enemy, a dark chapter of history, but one we must never forget.